Good morning. Today I'm going to try and have a better day. Yesterday I was very positive when I filmed the video. Filmed my vlog post. I'm still a bit fuzzy actually, so you'll just have to bear with me a bit. I'm sorry. So yesterday I was very positive. I was really elated and I felt wonderful. But I took a turn for the worse, and I followed lots of guidance from like adrenal insufficiency forums and stuff, and and also from my nurses, my specialist nurses and consultant. And I did updose, and I took plenty of vitamins and minerals yesterday, but I just couldn't seem to shake, kind of going under. And I found yesterday very, very difficult from the off actually. As soon as I got to work, one of my colleagues asked me if I was okay. I just said yes, but really I wasn't. She knew that, and then kind of everybody knew that, because I was particularly off colour. I mean, with this disease anyway, I do have a dark shade of skin, or a darker shade of skin than what I used to, which is quite good sometimes when you stood around a lot of pasty people and it looks like you've been in Saint-Tropez. But sorry, I've got a bit of I've still got a bit of brain fog. So yeah, I think it's clear that I am run down. My kidneys are in bits, really aching. Or my kidney area anyway, where your adrenal glands actually sit on top of your kidneys. I have a condition called Gilbert syndrome, and it's non-threatening, it's non-harmful really. It's effectively where your liver can, when you run down especially, it can't effectively get rid of the bile in your body, and therefore it goes to your eyes and other places. And my eyes go very yellow, and that is a good indication that I'm not very well, because they go yellow before I actually feel any symptoms of being unwell. In general, that is. I don't just mean with adrenal insufficiencies. I mean, like, I could have a cold and my eyes would go yellow, or a sore throat. Now, not only are my eyes yellow, I can't really speak properly because I've got mouth ulcers, loads of them. This morning I've updosed already. I woke up and had double my dose because it's like, I don't want another repeat of yesterday. I've not worked out, absolutely not worked out. I needed to come and take the dog for a walk. Like, some people can't even get out of bed with adrenal insufficiency. Some days I can't, but when I can, I absolutely must do something like this, because look around me, it's a gorgeous place. It's a gorgeous field. It's just a field, but to me it's gorgeous. There's lots of wildflowers here, and you sometimes see deer, and there's loads of pheasants and stuff that have a do. And there's a river over that way, which me and my fiance take lots of walks on, which is nice. And I don't really know where I was going with this video today. I firstly want to say I'm actually really thankful for my friend Joe, the gentleman who I went cycling with last week, who has diabetes type 1. He brings a lot to our friendship, but also to my understanding of my own disease. Though they are completely different, they are a little similar, and the systems are quite similar. Joe manages and has managed his diabetes for such a long time, and I think, he is like it's quite inspirational, really, because that's how I want to be. I want to be able to go this, boom, and then everything's fixed, or at least I'm managing it. It's not fixed. That's a really stupid thing to say, because diabetes is a really serious disease, but he manages his really serious disease really well. He's in real good shape. He takes good care of himself. Although sharing an office with him and having quite similar diseases, where like my salts and sugars are up and down, his sugars are up and down, it does. We do wham in quite a fair few cookies and general sweets. Like sometimes I think Joe must think I'm a total pig because I ate a full bag of carrots in front of him yesterday, and then I went on to eat loads of mini flapjacks and a load of cookies, and it probably did me no good. It made me feel a little bit better because I was crashing. I'm struggling to think of things to say, and I think that's the adrenal side of it all, the hypoadrenalism. One of my colleagues came to see if I was okay yesterday, and she is a really caring and considerate person, but her son has an adrenal insufficiency as well. And she was talking to me about the CARE test, which is where I'd go into hospital and spend the day there, and they would put me on, not necessarily a machine, I don't really know what they put me on, but they would test. I don't know if they'd give me shots and acting tests throughout the day, or just have me on a machine to find out when my cortisol levels are up and down. But her son is a young gentleman. He's very young, bless him. And he has 24-hour blood spot tests. And I think with the environment that I work in, being an English teacher in a pupil referral unit where there's lots of social, emotional and well-being problems, sometimes child sexual exploitation, drugs, sometimes moderate learning difficulties, which then display as significant behaviours. There's assaults on staff, there's assaults on pupils, there's all of the emotional baggage that comes with the learners, that then, because I feel that I'm empathic, I then absorb that, but all the staff absorb that because we all care about these kids. Like sometimes I treat the young lads like they're my own, and when they're in significant distress, I'm like, duh. And that takes its toll as well, and I think that can't be doing great things for hypoadrenalism. But I don't think, whilst my job is sometimes pretty awful, I wouldn't have it any other way, because I just want to protect people and look after young people and give them opportunities where they've not necessarily had them. And even when I feel so crap, I still go into the lessons and I still perform and I pretend, and the kids know. One of the kids yesterday asked me actually what I had, and then said, "Sir, my brother's got that." So in my academy, I've got it, my colleague's son has got it, and one of my learners' brothers has it, or an adrenal insufficiency anyway. And that is quite unusual when there's only about 8,000 people in the UK who have it. So to say that there's 3 in one small postcode is actually quite phenomenal, really. I did struggle yesterday, and I fell asleep twice when I got home, and I went home early, so I went home about 3:30 before my teaching day. My teaching day had finished, but before my actual work hours had finished, I went home, and it's not like even going to sleep. It's like anybody with adrenal insufficiencies will tell you, it's like going unconscious. Your jaw is like clenching and your muscles, and then suddenly boom, and then you wake up and it's like can't explain it. And then it takes a while to come. It took about 20 minutes to come around, and then boom, happened again. But thankfully, my fiance was in the house. She'd got home, and she was, bless her, she was looking after me. She'd made my tea, and she'd made my lunch for today, which she does. We take it in turns. We do things for each other, which is even better. Do you know, like in the morning, I'll often make, because I'm up earlier, I'll often make breakfasts for us both. But if I'm out with the dog, she'll make the breakfasts when I get in, or for when I get in. And then she'll make lunches, or I'll make lunches. Or then we'll make dinners for each other. And it's nice because I feel like we both enjoy doing that for each other. I like to cook in the house. And this sounds a bit strange, but sometimes the making of food and exercise is the only control that I have of my life at the moment. You know, like with COVID, and that sounds a bit mental ill healthy, but it's not. I don't have control over my adrenal glands, or you know, I can't make myself feel better sometimes, and therefore what I put on my plate must be colourful, must make me feel happy, must make me feel clean, apart from when I'm whamming loads of cookies, which make me feel jolly. I feel like Father Christmas when I just whammed in about 8 French fancies because I couldn't stop myself. But also the exercise as well, it's nice to measure it. You know, I've got to try and I actually at the moment, I do actually have to monitor my weight, because my weight will fluctuate 8 or 9 pounds a week, and if I don't keep my eye on it, you know, I once dropped down to 9 stone 4. Not of any fault of my own, just because of an adrenal insufficiency. You know, I look like a right. I look like Christian Bale did in The Machinist. Very ribby and hippie. You know, now I'm 11 stone 5. It's a good weight for me. I'm just waffling now, and this is a blooming long video. I just want to say thank you to my fiance, thank you to Joe, my friend who I work with, and I want to say thank you to my other work friends, because they're actually more than colleagues, they are friends. And to the students as well for being respectful. You know, not all the time, they're not respectful as well. I'm gonna probably, I'll just say it. There was a young gentleman who refers to me as a effing ill orange effing cunt. You know, I mean, it doesn't hurt my feelings being called those names. It's just not very nice that somebody wants to try and hurt your feelings and thinking that using your illness against you will do that. You know, so, oh well. I am orange. Look like morph. Bye.